So as we get ready, one more time, MisterMan on the ZSS, and it is Bivers on the Falco.
Of course, back to PS2. Bivers already catching some up tilts, and you know, up tilts by Falco can really catch up to a lot of things. But right now, MisterMan has come back, gotten a few moves in as well.
Just kind of back and forth once again, and this is kind of the game style. Oh, never mind. MisterMan showing off early, finding that down B spike, and now a lot of work to be done on the side of Bivers.
Beautiful play on MisterMan, especially his use of B-side and just moving around in the air so that Bivers can't really get close to him, or just moving in the air so that Bivers has trouble figuring out where he's going to land.
Great catch by MisterMan on the tech, and you can tell Bivers, this is such a struggle for him to really get in for any of those combos and do a ton of damage. A lot of his damage this stock, I feel like, has come off of those lasers just in neutral, because MisterMan is so hard to track down, but he is sitting at kill percent, so if he can find something, can't find the up tilt, it's shielded away, but he does find a way to recover, and SDs, he wanted the spike in return, but could not find it.
I know we keep mentioning about how Bivers has to win for Siena, but Mississippi also knows that they just have to take this game, and before they can just proceed further, and the last game will be played knowing that they're going to be coming next week.
I mean, they are one set away from playing in the finals, and again, Siena, the defending champs, the MAC champions, for them to fall here would be massive, but again, at 72%, Bivers has a lot of work to do, gets MisterMan up to 70 himself, but MisterMan has just made it so difficult for him to really be caught out for any of these combos that Falco is so used to finding.
I really like how Bivers has started using Reflector more to actually reflect the laser, and wow, okay. That'll take it.
Yeah, I'm in shock too. I mean, that forward air just barely clipping Bivers, and does find a way to secure that stock, and all of a sudden now, that's a 2-stock victory for the side of Mississippi State. So now you're looking at a scoreline of 14-6. It would take a perfect match just to tie on the side of Siena, but a beautiful follow-up by MisterMan to go out there early and secure that stock. And now Mississippi State is one match away from being in grand finals.
And you know, the thing I love about MisterMan's gameplay is I just never think he's gonna go for it, and then he suddenly goes for it. Like that one right there. Although it didn't work out completely to what he intended for what to happen, he still really went deep, tried to go for it. Same happened with the first stock, the second, and of course the third.
Yeah, and again, it just felt like Bivers, you know, could never really get his footing in this match. He does find a way to take that first stock, but again, MisterMan, I feel like once he got that spike on the first stock, the momentum just kind of got, it's like a gut punch to Siena, right? All of a sudden your momentum is just gone. All that pressure is all of a sudden, now it's really weighing down on you. And Bivers knows he's got a tall task ahead of him. He's got to find a way to take the next 2 games just to give his team a chance. And if not, Mississippi State, you are 1 game away from being in grand finals and knocking out the defending champions of the EGF. So we'll have to see what stage they go to as they're going through picks and bans at the moment.
I believe they're gonna be going into small battlefield. I might be wrong, but like you mentioned before, we always talked about right now how Bivers has to win, and there's so much pressure on him right now, and then suddenly he just gets spiked within the first minute of playing against MisterMan. It's a really big blow into someone's mentality, but you know, Bivers just has to go get over that the negativity and try to win for his team.
We did find out Bivers was running down 3 flights of stairs earlier. He might not have had his hand warmer quite yet, but Mr. Man, you can tell he is practiced on this ZSS, and right now, already pushing Bivers to the corner here on small battlefield. That side B was ill-advised, so he'll eat some percent for it, and Bivers can't quite even things back up there.
Ooh, falling right into the laser and getting fared.
Forward aired. Oh, good shine, but can't quite follow it up again. And you can tell Mr. Man is catching on to a lot of Bivers' defensive play. Good shine. Gonna get that dash attack to follow up. Good catch as well. And that back air is gonna trade. So now percent's a little bit more even. But again, Bivers is just kind of trapped in this corner.
Right, Mr. Man is doing a really good job at just reading Bivers' choices of where he's gonna go, but getting some lasers in and really good forward air on Mr. Man. Now the roles have switched. Bivers really being pushed to the corner, but Mr. Man getting a really quick back air and taking the first stock.
Yeah, solid back air to seal away stock number 1. And Bivers has to find a way to take this stock. That forward air, not gonna quite do it yet. Great DI by Mr. Man to survive. And that down air gonna get him out of the corner. Follow up here on the combo. Nair can't quite find the back air off of it. Finds another stun. Down air, or the down B can't quite find the spike. But you could tell Mr. Man, he is getting a read on Bivers right now, and it is so dangerous for Bivers to approach.
That's all of that interaction right there before was so scary for Bivers. I'm sure.
Oh, great
okay, really good tech, really good.
Oh, jab setting him off stage. Up B early does manage to get Bivers away. The stun, dangerous, and that side B should do it too. And now Siena, Bivers on his last stock, and Mr. Man still sitting at 3. This could be it for Siena. They've got to find a way back into the set.
At least take like a couple points just so you at least have some points to the school for your name. And we see Bivers really fishing for a kill, trying to do anything he can to get anything.
I'm not sure that footstool we saw off stage was intentional or not, but either way, Mr. Man surviving at 175% is just so much to ask for. I mean, it feels like Mr. Man's working on borrowed time here on this stock, and yet he is still finding a way to survive. And even here, 185 does find that up tilt. And this is really the story of the match. Bivers just cannot find a way in on Mr. Man. And all of a sudden, Bivers is sitting at roughly kill percent now on the ledge here once again. Down smash, can't quite land it. Nair, not going to be followed up. Can't find the backer either. No punish on the landing back on stage. And Bivers may have stage control, but look at the pressure Mr. Man is applying, dancing around the shield once more. That up B not going to land and will be punished, but the second hit of up smash can't be connected, and you have to feel bad for Bivers.
Absolutely, you can tell how frustrated Bivers is right now, and look at that.
Oh no, the side B not going to be able to take that stock vote quite yet, but that one will. And Mr. Man, when his team needed him the most, he comes out in dominating fashion. Another 3 stock on the board. And that is it for the side of Siena. The Kings have fallen, and Mississippi State mathematically will be on to grand finals, but we've still got one more set to play out.
Wow, 3 stocks and 197% on Mr. Man, and still getting the stock, still winning the set. It's insane just how well Mr. Man was able to avoid so many of Falco's kill moves, and just how unfortunate that up smash on the left platform was. If the second hit, then we would have definitely seen Mr. Man take 2 points rather than 3.